Good morning everyone, it's the 23rd of June, actually it's lunchtime, so good afternoon really. 23rd of June already, and I've got another class workout for you to do should you wish to do it. Let's start on our mats today guys, and we're going to start in the laying down position first of all. So we're going to have a quick stretch while we're laying down, so we're going to bring ourselves all the way down to the floor. Having those feet naturally just placed on the mat, small gap between those legs, release the arms down by your side so you're nice and relaxed. So remember just to remind yourself how to engage your core muscles. So you want to draw that belly button down towards the mat, imprinting that spine, and then just gently releasing. So let's start with that single right leg. So we're going to just gently draw the belly down, lifting that right knee up, gently release the foot to the floor, sliding that leg away. Draw it back in and release. So left leg, lifting the left knee on top, release the foot to the floor, sliding that leg away, and then draw it back in. One more on each side, and again belly button compresses, lift the knee up, release the foot to the floor, and then slide it away, and then drawing back in. So remember to keep your pelvic girdle nice and stable as you do simple exercises where you're lifting the knee and sliding the foot away. You want to keep this area nice and still, and then releasing. Let's take that right knee to the side and then draw it back in. And again, exhale, and then lift it back up. One more on each side, and again drawing down through the belly button as you release the right knee to the side, and then pull it back up, and then the other leg. Fabulous, and draw it back up. When you're ready, taking both knees over towards your right side, have a gentle stretch on your lower back, and then drawing back up to the top. And let's take it over to the other side. So we're just taking the legs over, stretching your lower back off first, and then draw it back up to the top. So again, drawing belly button down, taking both knees over towards the right side, just a gentle stretch, and then drawing back to the top. And let's take it over to the other side. And then draw it back up to the top. Fantastic. So release the arms down by your sides, nice deep breath in, lift the arms up, all the way down by your ears if that's comfortable, and then exhale lower. So again, drawing that belly in, lifting the arms up, all the way down by the ears, and then gently releasing back to the floor. One more time, and again, drawing the arms up, and then gently releasing back down to the sides. Fantastic. Okay, let's gently float that right knee on top of the hip. Take that left leg up as well, holding at the top. Gently release that right foot and release that left foot. So again, right foot up, left leg, right foot down, and left leg. Couple more here, and again. So nice, easy steps to draw yourself into a tabletop position, and releasing right foot and releasing left foot. And again, here we go, right leg, left leg, releasing and releasing. One more here, and again right leg and left leg, and again right foot down and left foot down. So let's see if we can bring them both back up again, holding at the top into that scissor this time. So we're going to tap the right foot down and then draw back up, and again exhale and lift. So notice the gap underneath my knee stays the same, whether it's touching the floor or whether it's lifted back up to the top. And again, left tap and release. And again, right tap and lift, and left tap and lift. And again, right tap, drawing back up, and left tap and lift it. One more on each side. Right tap, lift, and left tap and lift. Both knees in, quick rest off, and let's alternate those legs this time. So let's take it up a little further this time. So both knees on top, arms down by your sides. So right tap. Now as you lift the right foot back up, you drop the left foot. Now see if you can get those knees just to pass in through the centre, yeah? And again, switch and switch, and again switch, and a couple more here. Just switch Now you should feel this exercise, yeah? The back wants to pull, you need to draw down through the belly. The legs are working really hard to stay in place as well. And again, last set. Tap and tap, and then draw it back in. Hugging those knees in, giving them a release. And let's gently extend those legs away this time. Extend the arms away, so have a quick stretch down your body. And just while we're down here, we can start with that ab curl as well, keeping the legs extended as well, so we work all the way down the core muscle. So deep breath in, exhale, gently float the head and shoulders up. Just lifting up, looking down towards the toes, and then gently release. Now if you need to support your head, if your neck starts to ache, yeah, do make sure you take your arms behind the back of the head, and you can support that neck as you lift up in this position instead. And then gently release. Otherwise we keep the arms extended, so we can use the arms in the exercise. When we lift up, we can float the arms forward. And then gently release. Couple more here. And again, exhale. Head and shoulders lift. So I just keep my legs down on the floor, just lifting my head and shoulders up off the mat, and then releasing. 2 more here. And again, exhale. And release. Last one here, and again exhale, head and shoulders lift up, and then gently lower. Now you might want to add a single right leg this time, so as your head and shoulders lift up, we're going to just gently float the leg just a couple of inches off the floor. Okay, it doesn't need to be very high, and then gently lower. Now if you need to make it easier, you might prefer to lift the leg a little higher, but if you want to keep it a little bit more challenging, you will keep your leg really close to the mat, so maybe just the calf just coming off the floor, yeah, barely touching that mat, and then release. Try the other side, and again exhale. Again, if you need to make this a little harder, you might want to float both your legs up off the floor. So again, exhale, head and shoulders lift, both legs coming up off the floor, just a couple of inches, and then release. And again, exhale. And releasing. Can you do 3 more here? And again, exhale, draw belly button down, head and shoulders lift, squeeze down through that belly, and then gently lower. 2 more to go. And again, exhale. And releasing. And your last one here, and again exhale, head and shoulders lift, and then gently lower to the floor. Fantastic. Stretch those arms away, give it a quick stretch. And as we're down here, guys, let's roll ourselves onto that side this time. Okay, it doesn't matter which side you do, as long as you remember to change legs part way through the exercise is the main thing. So I'm going to just bring myself back to the back of the wall, so I've got somewhere to put my legs. And I'm going to bring myself all the way down. Now you can prop yourself up, you can lie on the arm if you prefer, okay, whichever one works for you. But I'm going to extend my leg away, okay, so there's a nice long line down my mat first of all. And then I'm going to draw the legs forward, so it's at a 45-degree angle here, yeah? So point the toes away, and we're going to do those leg kick series, okay, to work your legs as well as those muscles down your side. Now whilst you're laying here on your side, okay, don't just let it flop to the floor, okay, try to see if you can lift up a little bit, okay, so pick up on this side, okay, so you get that side working nice and hard as well. So let's start with it. Inhale, lifting the leg to the ceiling, flex the foot and squeeze the leg back down to the other leg. So again, inhale, point up, and then exhale, squeeze. So again, inhale, lift, and then exhale, squeeze. Now try and keep this nice and stable. And again, lift, flex, and squeeze. 2 more. And again, inhale, lift, exhale, squeeze. Last one. Are you still picking up that side? Okay, guys, yeah, put the toes away. Let's change direction. So this time we're going to set the leg forward in front, and then we're going to flex and squeeze leg back to where it was. And again, forward, and then squeeze. Now your hand is here for a little bit of support if you need it, okay, but try not to press down too hard on your hand. Do make sure you're picking up everything here, and that's working for you instead. And again, 2 more. Point the toes forward, and then gently draw it back. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Hold it here. Point the toes away. So draw the leg forward, and let's draw that circle. Now you don't have to make your circles big, okay guys, it really just depends on your hip flexor. If you've got really tight hip flexors, you will get the circle nice and small. And if obviously your hip flexors are quite strong, you can make them a little bigger. And again, 2 more here. So what we want to get to the point is that leg, it's feel like it's had a bit of a workout, yeah? Hold it here. Let's reverse. So this time we're going back, up, and circle forward. And again, 3 and 2. Last one. Hold it here and then draw that leg forward. Fantastic. So rest it here. Now extend that leg behind, yeah, to the back of the room this time, yeah? So let's just work that inner thigh a little bit, yeah? So we're going to just gently lift and then gently lower. And again, lift and lower. So again, lift and lower. Remember, waist, lift it up a little bit, yeah? Don't completely collapse. Last one here. Lift and release. Now lift it up and here we go. Pulse and pulse. So just keep that leg pulsing. So just that inner thigh working whilst we're here. Quite a good exercise to do on your inner thighs as well. And again, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it to the floor. Fantastic, guys. Yeah, draw those knees in. Just give it a quick rest while you're holding here. And let's draw ourselves up onto your side this time, okay? So keep your legs, yeah, forward, okay? Extend the legs behind so you're into that position where you can go into that side bend now. Nice easy option is to bring yourself down onto your elbows, okay? If this is not a good exercise for you for whatever reason, okay, you can stay with that mermaid stretch where you're stretching over and then you're gently releasing, because that will be a nice stretch for you here, okay, rather than picking that waist up off the floor this time. So we bring our elbows down underneath your shoulders, knees, and then feet push back to the line with soles feet in line with your bottom. So let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to draw that hip up, holding, so you created that space between that foot and your side. You can lift the arm up if you want to as well, and then gently lower to the floor. So you just see how comfortable you are. Some people might want to do a single stretch leg as well, just to make it a little harder. And then releasing, or you can take both legs away into this position and you can do this option if you prefer. It really does depend on how strong you are on your upper body strength as well. And then gently lower to the floor, yeah? So I'll stay with the easy one for those of you who want to stay with the easier version. And again, exhale, here we go, lift it up, hold and hold. Just stay there, yeah? And then gently lower to the floor. Okay, so we can do those hip hitches this time, yeah? So we're going to exhale, we're going to lift up, hold it, so halfway down and lift. And again, halfway down, lift. And again, halfway down, lifting up, 2 more to go, lower, up. So I haven't completely rested my body down, I've always stayed lifted, and then gently release it to the floor. So bring yourself over, quick stretch over for your side. You feel that side has worked a little bit as well. And let's take it over to the other side. So just shuffle your feet forward and then take it over to the other side. Hopefully you're in the right position, ready to go. So let's bring ourselves all the way down to the floor. So remember, lay yourself into a comfortable position. I'm just going to shuffle myself back because I've got the room to do it. So knees in towards your chest, then extend away. Make sure you create that straight line first. Look down your body and then draw your legs forward into that 45-degree angle for those legs. Ready to go into that little side kick series. So remember, you can prop yourself up, you can lay yourself down. I'm going to lay myself down, but I'm still focusing, that you can see I can slip my fingers underneath, about lifting that region up, okay, to make sure it's working. So here we go. Inhale, lift the leg up to ceiling, flex the foot and squeeze it down. And again, inhale, lift and squeeze. And again, inhale, lift and squeeze. Now, I don't know about you guys yet, but I like to place my hand on my belly, okay, to remind me to engage on my belly, okay, when I'm doing these exercises. And again, last one, inhale, lift and squeeze. Here we go, changing direction, point the toes, here we go, forward with the leg and then squeeze back. Now, depending on how flexible, will depend on how far you take that leg forward, yeah? And again, squeeze. And again, 3 more, point the toes forward and then push back with the heel. 2, last one, Hold it here, remember, into those circles. So draw it forward, up and circle round. So remember, hands can be here for support if you need to, yeah, okay? Because remember, you are laying on your side, you're still balancing. And again, 2 more. Last one. Good, here we go, reverse this time. So we're coming behind, lift and forward. So remember, maintain that shape in your frame of your body. Don't let it completely lose control. And again, 3 more. 3 and 2. Last one. And hold it here, guys. Fantastic. Bring the legs together, bring your knees in. Okay, so remember, drop that top leg forward and extend the leg behind. Yeah, so we can just go into that inner thigh workout whilst we're down on the floor. Yeah, nice and convenient. And again, here we go, lift the leg and then gently lower. You just lift as high as you're comfortable to, okay, guys? And again, drawing up and release. And again, 2 more, lift and then lower. And again, last one. Here we go, pulse out this time, pulse. Okay, just single pulses. Yeah, it's drawing that belly in, support your body. And again, here we go, 4 more, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it back in. Draw the knees in, just hold it there for a moment. And then when you're ready, draw yourself up onto your side. Let's have those elbows underneath that shoulder, remember. Take the soles of your feet back level with your bottom so we can go into the side bend. Remember, your option if you don't want to lift up is to go into that mermaid stretch instead. So let's take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, remember we're drawing up, lifting, and you can float the arm if you want to, yeah? And then gently lower to the floor. So again, here we go, drawing up, but this time we hold and hold. So keep pulling up, remember lifting. Imagine there's that rope and it's pulling you up again. You've got to stay there. Just stay. Here we go, last 3, 2, 1. Release it all the way to the floor into those hip hitches this time. Remember, here we go, lift up and lower and lift. So we would never actually touch down on the floor and lift. And again, lifting up and again, 2 more. Lift, good job, 1 more and lift and then gently lower to the floor. So bring yourself up, stretching over. Have a stretch for that side. And then gently release that arm back down to the floor. So just gently sit those legs crossed if you're comfortable here. So let's just go into that spine twist then whilst we're up here in this position. Okay, we've worked the waist. So we're going to just give that spine a bit of a quick workout and make sure it's all mobilising okay. So hands in that prayer position, middle finger underneath your chin, thumb just gently touching your sternum. So remember, lift up rib cage. Back is long, shoulders away from your ears. Create the space, okay, making sure that you imagine that you're sitting against the wall or against the ruler and it's trying to straighten out your spine. So deep breath in, exhale, rotate right. And then drawing into the centre. Exhale over to your left. And then draw back into the centre. And again, exhale, rotate to the right side and centre. So remember, when you're doing these exercises, it's not about getting through the exercises as quick as you can. Okay, we don't spend much time on them anyway, yeah? So it's quite nice to do some exercise that's really good for mobilisation through the spine as well. And again, back to centre. 2 more on each side. So exhale, rotate right. Keeping your back nice and long and centre. And again, exhale. And centre. 1 more on each side. Exhale, rotate right. And again, centre. Last one over to your left side. And then draw it back into the centre. Gently release those arms, just roll the shoulders around just to give them quick release here, yeah? So let's just gently extend those arms forward, yeah? Elbows into your side. Let's work those arms a little bit, guys. So let's take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to extend the arms out to the sides, as if like they're weighted arms. And this time, keep pushing the shoulders down and away from your ears and extend the arms away. So really focus on pushing the shoulders away, and then draw the elbows in, and then draw it back into the center. So again, exhale. So always focusing, push shoulders away, shoulder stabilization, extend the arms. So you can feel the power going in through those arms just by focusing on pushing the shoulders down, and then draw it back in. Yeah, there's no weight in those arms at all, okay guys, but you can feel, yeah, the power going in through those shoulders because you're really thinking about stabilizing those shoulders. And again, draw it in, and then back into the center. Two more, and again, out to the sides, and push. Keep pushing those shoulders away, don't let them creep up, and again, draw them in, and back to center. Last one here, and again, draw them in, and push. Keep pushing the shoulders away, keep pushing, hold, just hold it, and then draw them back in, and release them forward. Roll the shoulders around, fantastic. Okay, so let's go into that roll up exercise. Okay, so remember, you don't need to come all the way to the floor if you don't want to. Okay, come to where you're comfortable, whether it's your knees are bent or whether your legs are extended. Yet the more you do of these, the stronger your core does become. Okay, and you will find that in time you may be able to get all the way back up, all the way down. But for the moment, okay, do make sure you work to your own levels and abilities. So remember, starting in a seated position, hands behind the back of your thighs, back is nice and long. Exhale, gentle pelvic tilt, rounding through your spine. So create a C shape. I want you to really exaggerate that, curling that spine. Holding here, and then draw it in, and then lifting back up to the top. Now some of you, if you've got a band at home, you might want to put the band underneath your feet, okay? If you know you find it really difficult to get back up, okay, it's quite nice to use a band, and that will help as well. And then drawing back into the top. And again, exhale. So keep that chin slightly tucked in, neck is nice and long, and then rolling back up to the top. Yeah, again, if you want to do it with your legs extended, arms away, sit nice and tall as always. Exhale, gentle pelvic tilt, rounding through your spine. Coming down towards the floor, extend the arms away. Deep breath in, exhale, flit the arms forward, drawing down through the belly, and then gently lifting back up to the top. So what we're trying to do is avoiding that pull on your body, okay? Make sure it's nice and steady. Take your time. You might want to reach forward as well. Let's try and do 4 more here. Deep breath in, exhale, off you go, rounding and roll. Yeah, so you don't need to go super slow. Yeah, that's great for those of you who need a challenge, okay, but everybody else, yeah, it's just working to your own abilities. Everyone is different. You might be strong on some exercises and others not, yeah? And again, rounding and roll. Two more, and again, exhale, pelvic tilt, rounding. And exhale. Yes, don't worry too much if your leg lift up. Mine does a little bit on this one, okay? And again, last one here, exhale. But if you feel like you're really pulling on your body, do always use your arms, okay guys, yeah? Rather than pulling your body, just float the arms forward, head and shoulders lift, yeah? And then the hands just walk up the legs and then reach it forwards. Fantastic. Okay, so bring yourself back down to the floor and let's go into that corkscrew exercise, okay? Corkscrew is a really strong exercise for your belly, okay? So you might find it a little bit easier, I find, yeah, if you have your knees bent rather than your legs extended. So the easy option is to bring both your knees on top of your hips where you were before, yeah? And then we're just going to take the arms out to the sides, okay? But don't have your palms on the floor because the likelihood is you want to push your hands into the floor, okay? Have your palms up towards the ceiling instead. So when you're here, you can bring your legs together. If it's easier for you to stick your legs together, then do that option instead, yeah? All we're going to do is set the legs over towards your right side. We're going to circle the legs away, over to your left, and draw it back into the centre. So notice, yeah, when I did this exercise, I didn't take my legs too far away, okay? So I do a nice easy option of a corkscrew, and then back to the top. So again, over to the side, gets the obliques working. circle round, gets the back working, back to centre, and then in, we'll get the reverse curls in for your lower abs, yeah? So that's your easy option. Harder option is to extend your legs away, and again, you can stick your legs together, yeah, imagine there's sellotapes them together, or you can keep them slightly apart. So again, you circle round, back to centre, and then all the way to the top, to the start position, yeah? So we're going to try to do 5, yeah, going to your right side, but we don't need to do the left, that's absolutely fine. We're just going to do 5 on this side, yeah? Let's see how we get on. So again, lift the legs up, and off we go, yeah? To the right, circle down, and then back to the top, yeah? And again. Yeah, to see how you get on. So if you need something a little easier, try making the circles a bit smaller. If you need something harder, then you make them much, much bigger, okay? But it is dependent on your strength of your core. And again, 2 more, circle round. And last one. Sticking that belly to that floor. And then bring the knees in towards your chest, yeah? Don't need to do many of those, remember I said. So let's gently roll ourselves back to the top. Extend the legs away. Have a quick stretch forward. So just gently roll yourself back up to the top. Just gently coming over towards your right side. Let's have a quick stretch from that back. And back to centre, over to the other side. And then back to centre, lifting the arms up, stretching up nice and high with those arms. And then gently release the arms down. Maybe just taking the legs behind quickly. Bring yourself onto all fours, just gently push your bottom back towards your heels into that child's pose. And then gently rolling yourself back up to top. Okay guys, so just a quick half an hour workout for you. I'm hoping to see some of you back, assuming everything opens in a few weeks time. I'm looking forward to teaching again, obviously with a whole class rather than teaching to a camera. But I will try and fix something up for those of you obviously who don't attend a regular leisure centre, and I will contact you directly by email. But everyone who's been watching, enjoy my videos, make sure you like them, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.